In this video, we demonstrate how to set a credit limit and define a credit period for clients. The credit limit refers to the maximum total value of outstanding, unpaid invoices allowed for a client. Once this limit is exceeded, the system will not allow the creation or saving of any new sales invoices for that client. On the other hand, the credit period limit represents the maximum number of days a client is allowed to settle their due invoices. If the client exceeds this period without making payment, the system will also reject any new sales invoices, even if the total amount of outstanding invoices is still within the credit limit. To set this up, navigate to the Client Settings page from the Client's menu. Then click on the General tab. Enable both the credit limit and credit period limit options, then click Save. After that, you can assign a credit limit and period when adding a new client or by editing an existing client's profile. Simply enter the desired credit limit and credit period, then save the changes. For example, let's say the credit limit is set to $1,000 and the credit period is 3 days. If you attempt to create a sales invoice that exceeds this limit, the system will not allow it to be saved. It's important to note that the credit limit is applied to the total amount including tax, not just the value of the products. If the invoice amount is adjusted to stay within the limit, the system will then allow it to be saved. To illustrate how the credit period works, we can change the invoice date to an earlier one so that the invoice becomes overdue. Once the credit period is exceeded without payment, trying to create another sales invoice for the same client will be rejected by the system, even if the total amount is still under the credit limit.